This time we're gonna do one of my favorite. Well, I have a big imagination pretty much, but this movie poster is called Deep Throat, and I've been really excited since this movie poster was up, since I never saw the movie, but I have a good imagination. So, I want to tell you the topic sentence. And the topic sentence is it begins with he's in the army, and I didn't even, his name is Jake, and he is in the army with his other friends. But one time this guy put a big boulder in it, and he's like, "You're gonna pay for this." And now all the bad guys are gonna try to attack Jake because he has a giant word friend. And in that boulder, it was a little tiny. The boulder was an egg. And when it hit the ground, it cracked open and a worm came out, and then all the army men started fighting except Jake. And here's the story. So, as you can see on the top of the worm, there's leader 1, commander 2, ninja 1, and camera breaker number 1. And Jake is secret ninja number 2, and the guy in the army, and the one that's shooting the worm is army guy number 1, and the orange guy is scientist army guy number 2, and that's all the characters. So Jake gets sucked into this giant worm, and it goes crazy. He goes up, he goes swirl, 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 and then he goes up the other side of the worm, and I shouldn't be telling that part because, yeah. And they're the 4 guys that chased after him. 1 fell in the acid. You see those little cute, maybe not creatures? Those are the death creatures. And when they're not harmful, don't think they kill anybody. They're just spawned there for a reason. Whenever there's death, they pop up in this world. And they chase after them. Commander Leader was actually the first one to die. It's like, it should be like the last one, right? He fell in acid, as you can see. The second one, well, wait, what was the second one? Nope, not that guy. The guy that's like, he's like, the fourth one is, you see that guy that's like, "I'm chillaxing, do. And he was like, "I'm gonna be fine." And then he falls off the world, and he's like, "I'm not gonna be fine. Ah!" And the second one to die is it's a stealth, and it was supposed to be a ninja, but her skills was no good at the lasers and got hit by the hardest and most baddest shooter, the top one on the roof, and then that one was falling in pit. And you see that ball guy? His name is Bouncy. And he's a really good bouncer. Like, you see Commander? He hates the Commander leader. And while he was doing that, you know what made him fall? He was gonna fall, so he bounced on his shoulder, on the is it right shoulder, and go back up, and the commander's like, "What are you doing, Bouncy?" And then he just fell in. And the last one, Bouncy, dodged, bounced, and then, well, the lasers don't really kill him, but he got into his weakness, spikes, and Jake ran into the spikes too. He's still alive, but he still has his head cut off. Well, his head cut off his body, and the ball's like, "Gotcha!" And then he just hits the spikes and deflates back to the end. And while he was ahead, his body grew back some reason. I don't know why. And then, last but not least, he entered the base. And, he entered the base. And while he did that, you see the two army men, the Army Man number 1 Army Man number 1 and Scientist Army Man number 1. Scientist Army number 1 is the orange one, and the other one is the black one. And so you might think, how does they fail? One, Commander Chief number 1, he was like shooting, and then he ran out of ammo, and then the other guy's like, "Oh, I got the strongest bullet in the world, and if it hits anything harder, like about metal mixed up with wood, that's how hard it could be to break it." And what happened is the worm was so strong. It was made with stone and metal. And it bounced off him, and the scientist actually got hit by his own weapon. And he invaded the base. He checked on his worm. The worm became his pet, and they collected all the good guns there, and they kept the base, and that's the end. I don't remember what happened to Jake after, and that's the end. So maybe there might be a Deep Throat number 2, hopefully, but I'll see you later. I know what you're thinking. We hope that we can know what the secret is to what happened, but I hope there's an Deep Throat number 2. So keep it to yourself until there's Deep Throat